Hi, Rick Lambert, and welcome to the Smarketing Show. Today we're going to talk about paid advertising. Now, there's different types of paid advertising, but I think what we want to try and do is demystify, I think, a lot of the misconceptions or misunderstanding about how it works. People think it's complex, very expensive, which it can be, but you can start as little as $500 a month. But Cheryl, maybe explain the type of paid advertising we're going to focus on today.
So we're going to talk about search paid advertising and display paid advertising. So we're going to leave the social media marketing advertising for another conversation. So when we say search paid advertising, what we mean is that those ads that show up when you're looking at different keywords that are related to different businesses. So they might say ad, it could say sponsored content. Probably most popular would be like a Google search engine. You would see Google AdWords, or maybe Bing or YouTube, or even Amazon starting to get into that as well. Display ads are the ads that you see on a website. So for example, you're looking up or reading an article on a news wire, let's say, and a display ad might pop up and it gives you the option to click to get rid of it. There's different sizes, different dimensions. Some perform better than others, like leaderboards, banners, square, rectangle. That's what a display ad would be. And display ads are often used for retargeting, which we'll talk about in a second.
So for those of you that are still coming up the curve on paid advertising, think of it this way. When you go to an amusement park and you stand at the back of the line for the ride, you're way in the back, and you want to get up to the front like a VIP pass, this is what paid advertising will do for you. It'll either move you right to the front of the line, meaning page one, or depending on what terms you're bidding on, you've bought to hit and link over to your website, you may be midway through the piece. But my point is, I think what we found, Cheryl, is it's driving results for our clients, and we think people aren't using it enough as part of their marketing mix.
So a lot of clients ask me, why would I want to use paid advertising? So a few reasons. Number one, you're actually meeting your customer or potential customer where they're at. So they've already taken the initiative to put in a keyword that's related to your product or service. They might not be in the buying stage yet, but they're more than likely in the consideration stage. The second thing is that it appears to make companies look like they have money, and that's a good thing because, as a customer, you want to know that you're dealing with a company that has happy, successful, and lots of customers and clients. And the third thing is retargeting. So you can actually use search ads to retarget people that have already visited your website. And I was reading about this because we just created a retargeting ad for a client in New York. It can actually increase your website page visits by over 700% in some cases. So retargeting is very effective, probably something you want to move a little bit later into your strategy. And one more thing, Google algorithms. They have one that actually recognizes companies and rewards them for spending money on ads. So not only will you appear organically higher, but also on the paid portion as well, which is usually at the top.
So Cheryl, we've got clients spending like $500 a month and all the way up into the thousands.
Yeah.
And when we work with high-tech clients in the B2B sales arena, a lot of them don't have big sales teams. And what they're doing is they're putting their money down on paid advertising. And look, in case you don't misunderstand, you can do this yourself. I'm just saying that it's like going to Las Vegas. You can either try and play at the blackjack table yourself or have a pro that understands how to play the game. And I think we use a lot of tools, analytics. We're checking either daily or multiple times a day to make sure we're spending or you're spending your money wisely to get the results that you want.
For sure. A few things that you want to think about or do some research on would be keywords. So you want to make sure that you show up and you rank for keywords that are appropriate to your service and business. And some of them can be a little bit costly, but some things that you can do is something called long tail keywords, which is when you're actually sort of bidding on a phrase as opposed to one or two words. It can be a bit more cost effective. The second is landing pages. So you want to make sure that you design and develop a landing page that is clear and actually is relevant to the ad that you're showing up for. So that way you can also track it. And the third is retargeting. So consider retargeting by placing a pixel on one of your website pages, probably your landing page. And what you can do is actually retarget the potential customers or clients that have visited your website. And probably by that point, you've got them either in the buying or for sure in the consideration stage.
And this isn't hard to do, by the way, folks. Think of it. If you had a shoe store in a mall and someone walked in and left, didn't buy any shoes, wouldn't it make sense if you knew who they were and then you could then remind them after they left your store that, hey, don't forget about the shoes in my store here. Look, I'm using analogies because I think not enough people use this, Cheryl, and you and the team have really, strengthened our offering for clients. You don't have to do it with us. We're just making sure that as you look at your marketing mix, don't lose sight of the traditional fundamentals, but we're saying this might be something you want to consider.
Yeah, and for sure, we've had a lot of success, as you said. Just recently with a company here in London that we've been working with, we did a Google paid search, a few different ad campaigns, and actually increased their page visits by over 300%.
The numbers are crazy.
Is crazy.
Yeah.
Click-through rates, your goal is about 3%. That means 3% of the people that see your ad will actually click on it and go to your landing page. And with that particular client that we did some work with, we had just over like 3.25 click-through rate. So constantly optimizing, that's another thing. It's not just set it and forget it. It's set it, let's see how these words are performing. Let's see how many people are going to our page. Is the bounce rate high? If you have a high bounce rate on your landing page, probably you need to redo your landing page and kind of look at, does the message align with the ad that they're seeing?
Look, we've seen some disasters out there, candidly. I mean, let's be honest. Okay, thank heavens, not us, but we've had clients come to us and say, hey, look, I spent thousands. We had nothing, and we looked at what they were doing. So my only suggestion would be is if you're serious about this, seek some professional help that basically will take your investment and make sure they maximize the ROI.
For sure.
That would be my suggestion.
And we'd love to help you out. It's you know what I love about paid advertising?
No, I don't know what you love about paid advertising.
Immediate results. Immediate.
Well, this is what I'm saying. People go right to the front of the line.
Immediate.
But look, we can blog and we do all these great things as well for our clients. Anyway, we just thought today would help you clarify what it is, how it works. Yeah. And as I mentioned, the cost, like the starting point for us anyway is around $500 a month.
Yep.
So it is affordable within most B2B type of, budgets.
For sure. And if you have any questions about it or want any ideas or suggestions, you can always reach out to us. You can email us. And if you have any show topic ideas or you want us to further elaborate on anything that we discussed today, because it is kind of a big topic, you can email us, engage@intocommunications.com. And it's nice to be on site again. First day back in the office.
Cheryl kept getting closer to me during the show here. Yeah, anyway, maybe it's just me.
First time on site in almost, 5 months now?
And it shows.
Wow. See you next week.